Manny's NYC. We're here with
Rabbi Yisrael David Weiss of Neturei Character Jews United Against Zionism.
Okay, sir. I just was in the library, and I didn't know that this protest was going on. Can you tell us what's going on here?
Well, with the help of the Almighty, as maybe you do hear that today is around 125 days since the attack, the slaughter of the people in Gaza.
Okay.
And unfortunately, the world is silent. In fact, some of our countries are supporting the slaughter, the arming the state of Israel.
Okay.
And there's no words to describe our hurt. It is being done in our name, in the name of Judaism.
Yeah.
They call it the Jewish state, the state of Israel. And in truth, Judaism is the direct opposite, diametric opposite of what Zionism and the state of Israel is. Judaism is a religion of 3,000 years to be subservient to God,
Right.
while Zionism, the ideology of the state of Israel and the state of Israel, is 150 years. The ideology and the actual state is 75 years old. It's a transformation to nationalism. It's a pure nationalist, selfish, flawed, criminal occupation of the people,
Right.
doing it in the name of a religion of 3,000 years. And the rabbinical authorities around the world, from day one, when they came along with this concept of making a state, stood up and they said, that's not what we are. We're to serve God. We're not allowed to steal or kill. In fact, we have to show gratitude for the Muslim countries and the people of Palestine for embracing us and taking us in. So we cry and hurt with the people of Gaza. We want the world to hear that what they're doing is supporting a total criminality.
What do you think of the media's coverage of what's going on in Israel?
Let me tell you, I have a white beard already. I've been standing and demonstrating since I was a child, basically. Our communities, the very religious communities, invariably, whether it is right across the water, the bridge, on the Williamsburg Bridge, right on Williamsburg, Brooklyn, it's the largest concentration of religious Jews.
Yes.
Or you go to Jerusalem,
Yes.
the very religious communities emphatically stand up in opposition. They say, it's crazy, it's wrong. Not only they stand up, but they demonstrate, and they get brutally beaten, and we never carry guns. So the narrative, what they say that the Palestinians are terrorists, they can't say that about us. They brutally, they trample them with horses. This is an ongoing phenomenon. The religious communities demonstrate.
Right.
And we have tens of thousands of people in the streets of Jerusalem or in New York demonstrating. And the world, they don't report it. The mainstream media doesn't report it. Why? Because they have the narrative of Zionism, that they're godly, that they're Judaism, and that if you oppose them, you're anti-Semitic. That is what our obligation is as a religious Jew, to stand up and to plead with the world leaders and humanity that this is not godliness, it's not Judaism, it's a nationalist movement of 100-odd years. I showed the picture. These are the Zionists when they created the state. David Ben-Gurion, the first prime minister in 1948, when they had the declaration of their independence. Not one of them was covering the head as a religious Jew does. It's a farce. It's hypocrisy. It's the works of Satan, and yet it is being condoned and supported by people who say they're godly and humane. We are here to plead with the world, here and respect the voice of Jewish authority. Go to any very religious community. The distinguished rabbis and the communities oppose it. Respect us like you would respect Christianity, the Pope and the priests, and you would do in the Islam, you would respect the imams. We are the Jews. We're telling you that our parents gave their lives for our religion. My grandparents were killed in Auschwitz. Our generations died because we're Jews. How dare they take our name, this selfish group of people that wanted to have a nationalist home and take and steal the land of another people and people who are good to the Jewish people, that we lived in harmony together. We lived in peace. We lived together. We can live together. We will live together.
Can there be a solution? Do you think there's a solution to this issue?
There there
Let me
is
tell
a
you.
genuine solution. Hi, I'm
We're here
also
with-
Jewish.
We're here with.
I'm here with basically nobody. I'm independent, but I am Jewish. I was born into the religion. I'm ethnically Jewish.
What's your name?
My name is Jackie. My pronouns are he, him, they, them.
Yeah.
I'm openly transgender. I am so sorry for interrupting you, by the way.
Yeah, but I'll give you the answer, but let me just say a short answer
Go
of
ahead.
mine. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. Basically, we have been living for hundreds and hundreds of years
Yes.
together, Jews and Muslims, with a distinctly different religion, because Judaism and Muslim, it's not an impediment to coexistence.
Right.
The impediment is the oppression, the occupation. And all the leaders of both if it's Hamas, Hezbollah, any Arab and Muslim leader will tell you they're not against Jews. So if you would simply remove the impediment to peace, which is the occupation, the stranglehold on the people of Gaza, just like the narrative you had in South Africa, you had the apartheid. People said blacks and whites cannot live together because of the terrible crimes that were done to the people of in Africa, in South Africa, to the black people. They'll never forgive. It's not true. We can live together. It's fear mongering. It's hate mongering. Remove the occupation, and you will see what a beautiful people the Palestinians. They say they want to live together, and we will live together, inshallah, with God's help.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you for
I
your
was
time.
going to say something similar. Seeing the occupation end along with seeing a complete ceasefire, seeing everybody constantly, act together and living in genuine community. It's always about community that will bring true unity, because people will constantly start to understand more and more of each other,
Right.
like whenever they come together. So pretty much all I can say is basically ditto to what he said.
Right.
And I could just say, I had a great rabbi who was actually a survivor from the Holocaust. He passed away 2 years ago around. And he used to say, I'm reluctant to give solutions, because then if you'll decide that my solution isn't the right one, whatever you think, and so then you'll say that my whole premise is wrong.
Right.
But we want to be clear, there is no question. We were living together for hundreds of years, and the occupation is an occupation. It's not a religion, and it's wrong. And it is the diagnosis of the problem of the death and bloodshed in the Holy Land. So let us understand, this is the victims are the Palestinians, the villains is Zionism and the state of Israel, and they're the cause of bloodshed of Palestinians, of Arabs, Muslims, and Jews. Now, the solution, we are clear in the solution also, but let us not confuse the two. The problem is 100% not what the Zionist narrative is, it's the occupation. And I could just say that they're constantly using as a weapon anti-Semitism. They're saying you're an anti-Semite and you're anti-Semitic. They are the greatest exacerbator of anti-Semitism, because they are causing a hate between Jews and Muslims, a mistrust and bloodshed. What they're doing to the Palestinians, and over 75 years of occupation, where there's blood like rivers spilled of Jews also. So who is an anti-Semite? They are the epitome. They are the essence of anti-Semitism.
Sorry,
no,
I did
you're
want to
good.
add on to what you're
Go
saying
ahead,
about
go ahead.
Israel. With as well, the bloodshed of Judaism is not truly how Judaism is about.
Right.
What I was brought up and learned in my life as a Jewish person, Judaism is about community. It's about being together, coming up with solutions and being happy. It's always about, the connections you made, your family, your friends. And removing the problem itself, being the anti-Semites, and removing the bloodshed that is, being shed from those people within Israel itself. Of course, that would show more we can truly be a community and whatnot.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm
it's
sorry,
okay.
I'm not used to being in front of a camera much.
I appreciate your time. I really do. What's your name again?
Jackie. My pronouns are he, him, and they, them.
And what's
my
your
name
name,
is
sir?
Rabbi Yisrael David Weiss of
All
the
right.
Torah Charta. I
All
just
right.
show in 1947 the chief rabbi of the Jewish community in Palestine pleaded with the United Nations documents. Rabbi Dushinsky, in July 16, 1947. He's the leader of the religion of the community that was living there, because the Jewish community living there was a God-fearing community. And he said, we furthermore wish to express our definite opposition to a Jewish state in any part of Palestine. And he was representing the Jewish community. So ironically, you have the Muslim community, which was the largest community, and the Christian community, the second largest, and the Jewish community that was living there for hundreds of years under the Ottoman Empire and so forth, that was embraced and given a home. They all three were opposed to this ersatz Judaism, this new Judaism that came from Europe. That's not Judaism. It's like I say, Satan.
Right.
Yeah, it's unholy. It's not. It doesn't bring any good mitzvahs. If that make any sense. It does. They may say like, oh, like all of this is completely good. Constantly beat up all these people, but that's not Judaism. Judaism is about acceptance, loving one another, loving thy neighbor, as they say from Christianity. Love thy neighbor, love thy enemy, and whatnot, as they say in Christianity.
I really appreciate y'all's time. I hope y'all can follow me on, subscribe to my channel on YouTube. I will give it to you after this.
Okay, here's my card.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Gaza.
Have a good day, sir.
Yeah.
I would also love your card too, please.
Yeah.
Manny's NYC.
So solid. Look up on the